kids? It's real grimy. It's your old Uncle Greasy. I thought I would, it's been a few. I've been really busy just cranking out tunes, doing my thing, and yeah, I mean, stuff's coming together really great. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. I'm not gonna name names, but I'm getting positive feedback from girls that are on top 40 songs and shit, feeling my flow, feeling my shit. And that's always that's kind of the really the pinnacle of it, when other artists that you've heard or that you respect and know and love give you feedback on your shit and are like, yo man, that's dope. I mean, I live for that, so it's been a few since I've said anything about what's going on and all the stuff that's happening, and I try to write about it, in the music that I'm doing, but it's crazy. It's a crazy time, there's a lot of just crazy stuff going on, so I hope that everyone's staying safe out there and erring on the side of love rather than the side of fear, because that's what you should do if you're a decent human being. So anyway, let's talk a little bit. What should we talk about? Well, first of all, I've been putting out a lot of stuff, mostly a lot of it on Instagram, and I mean, that's kind of like a proving ground for me, really. But what I've been working on right now, I'm probably going to try to put out pretty soon. Not that anyone gives a shit, but I mean, people give a shit. But the thing is, I don't have an established fan base yet. It's not like there's millions of people just waiting for me to drop some new shit. So I'm still in that phase where, listen, I'm nobody right now. But as on the world stage yet, that's the way I see it. But my music is good, and I know that, the shit that I'm doing is dope. I like it, and if I like it, other people are gonna like it, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I think that comes through, and I'm getting better. That's the other thing, practice what you preach here, but I'm one of those people who I've always loved music and I've always been doing music, but more recently I've kind of had that attitude where it's like, listen, just do it, just do it. Don't Axl Rose stuff, Don't sit in the studio and tweak the same song for 5 years, by the time you're done tweaking it, it's not even relevant anymore. So one of the things I love the most about rap is just, I played in bands, I played instruments, and I play instruments, but the thing I dig about rap is I love being able to just grab a sample, put together a beat and just, it's jazz, it's a song instantly. I can have a song ready, I can then, with some bars and a verse and a hook and everything, within, a couple hours, where if I'm gonna write it on a guitar or with a piano or whatever, I really gotta sit down and construct the melody and record it and tweak on that. Where it's rap, it's kind of plug and play, and that's, to me, is what's cool about it. So what I've been doing is I'm working on a mixtape called Other People's Music, and basically what I'm doing is kind of the Lil Wayne thing, where he rhymes a lot over other people's instrumentals, and there's a lot of if you get different artist stuff, they give you instrumentals with their stuff, and you can just kind of rhyme over it. So I did some stuff over a Guilty Simpson track off his newest one, because just those beats, Stone's Throw, anything Peanut Butter Wolf is doing is in that, he's not doing the beats on that particular record, but anything he's putting his label on or his stamp of approval on is going to be good. So yeah, and then RJD2 is is another one where it's like, his beats are just like I can just, a lot of his instrumentals I can just put on, and it's like I can write stuff to it. It just comes out of me pretty easy, and you know, so there's something about his stuff that, and some of the beats that I'm using of his are stuff that has lyrics on it already, and some of it's just, you know, regular instrumentals that he put out. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Today I actually crafted a song with a sample from the band Royal Blood, and that was pretty fucking dope. It came out real good. It almost sounds like you'll hear it, but so I've been doing that, and just, you know, always checking out new hip hop. I went to the Run the Jewels show last week, which is fucking sick, man. I mean, as someone who's, and I tweeted this actually, and Killer Mike retweeted me. That was fucking awesome. That was huge, by the way. As dumb as it is, Killer Mike fucking retweet. Killer Mike retweeted me. You see that? That's credibility. Nah, I mean, so LP and Run the Jewels is amazing, but LP is someone who I've looked up to for years. Like I used to ride the bus around listening to Fun Crusher, the Company Flow record, and ever since that record I've been a fan of LP. I followed him through when he did the Cannibal Lock stuff, through his Def Jux label, when he did Fantastic Damage and All Sleep When You're Dead, and you know, all his stuff that he did solo. But then when he kind of came together with Mike, it was like, I had heard Mike, and the one song, I'll tell you right now, if you've never heard it, go listen to it right now. It's called Flip Flop Rock, and that's the song I knew Mike from. It's an Outkast song. It's Big Boy, Jay-Z, and Mike, and Mike's verse on that is just like ridiculous. But that's the first time I'd heard him and went, wow, who's this guy? This guy's dope. And then when LP hooked up with him and they did his solo album, I was like, wow. And then he did a song with LP on one of LP's solo records, and then Run the Jewels was born. And like, it's just an animal, you know, it's a monster. And the concert, I have to say, was like, I haven't been to a hip hop concert in a while, a good one anyway. And I'm not gonna name names, I'm not gonna talk trash, but that show was ridiculous. And on a lot of levels, just because the crowd was so diverse, you know. I mean, I'm in my 30s, so I'm an older guy, technically, you know, up next to these. But there's kids from like 19 to my age, you know, people of all races, people of all ages. It was really cool, and the show was just dope. You know, it was a great show. They brought out Danny Brown, and they brought out Zach from Rage Against the Machine, and they brought out Travis Barker. So it was top notch. And thanks for retweeting me, Killer Mike, because I think I have like 50 Twitter followers now, and I had like 10 before. So you're the man, Killer Mike. Killer Mike is the man. Okay, let's face it. Let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, rap is political, right? You listen to rap, it's a political music. I mean, it comes from the fucking ghettos. It's people talking, sharing ideas. It's a marketplace for ideas. It's urban jazz. So anyway, the thing I respect the most about Mike is that he doesn't just rap about politics. He lives that shit. He's the guy that was out there supporting Bernie Sanders and like really living his political values outside of the music, which you don't see a lot of MCs doing. You know, you do see a few, and I think probably more in the rap world you'll see the political activism than in any genre of music. But you know, it was really cool to see Mike out there doing his thing. So anyway, I just want to turn on the camera and yammer for a minute. I'm gonna, as you can see, I got my trusty Mackie here. I'm about to, you know, turn on the microphone and start recording some of those songs. But I just wanted to check in because, again, it's like I don't do this a lot. And so what was some other shit I was thinking about? Oh yeah, one of the things I was thinking about is I forgot to call out in the good record stuff, in the you know, when I was listing all my favorite hip hop records of 2016, Czarface. Holy shit! How could I forget Czarface? That's you. Is it You God? Inspector Deck. Sorry, I want to say. I think You God's on some other stuff, but it's Inspector Deck and Esoteric, and it's Czarface's top-notch stuff. So look for my next mixtape that's gonna potentially be out in the next couple weeks. I'm working hard on it. I've got a lot of the songs started, so I just need to add a little bit of stuff to a couple of them, but it's gonna be ready. And you know, you can still download Infiltration. It's up there on Bandcamp, and you can listen to the tracks on YouTube. And I've been putting up some original stuff too, aside from, you know, rhyming over other people's beats, just for practice and the sake of creating content. But I put a song up on YouTube called Just a Little Bit, and you know, I'll be straight with you. It's definitely not my best lyrical song, you know, like I'm not doing a lot of crazy stuff word-wise. It's more of a feel song, but the beat is good and the chorus is catchy. So it's, you know, it's definitely a little more in the pop realm than hip hop. It's more modernized. I shouldn't even say that though, because hip hop needs to get its ass out of 92. You know, it's like, I love hip hop. I love the old school shit. I love the East Coast. I love the soul beats, and that's, you know, the origins of the stuff. But like any kind of music, it expands, it evolves. You know, I mean, what would rock be if everyone was still playing the same Chuck Berry riffs? You know, it had to expand into branch out into other forms, and that's what hip hop's done. You know, you have trap, and you have the old school stuff, and you have kind of some of this new mumble stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of a lot of, but some of those MCs are doing some unique, cool stuff, you know. I don't want to hate on anyone. So anyway, you know, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that's my stuff, and you're gonna see a lot of output from me. I'm just gonna keep putting music up, and before we go, if you're an MC, or you're a singer, or you're an artist, or anything, I do this out of love. So I want to collaborate with people that want to make art, you know. So if you're, especially, I need to connect with some other MCs, and I've seen a couple of you cats in the comments. You know, I'm gonna get in touch with you. I'll be in touch with you, but email me. I'm gonna put my email right here. You see it right here, d@roadgrimes.com. Email me, and let's, you know, I'm doing mixes. I have so many tracks, and I need some extra bars. You know, I need cats to come in and put a verse down on a song. You know, let's do some work together. I'd love to put a verse on some other people's stuff too. You know, if there's an opportunity to do that, or even, you know, do a beat for someone, or you know, like I do a lot of that stuff. I'm a musician first, you know, a rapper, hip hop guy second. So, I mean, music is music to me. I love hip hop, and I think that, you know, it's evolved so much, and it really is kind of the punk rock of today. Especially considering the technology and the ability to do all this stuff that people do. But I'm just rambling again. You know, you got questions for me? I think the next time I have received a couple questions, but not enough to really do like a Q&A type thing. So if you want to send me some questions, maybe the next time we do the whole video thing, you know, I'll answer some questions. But right now, just grinding on the music. Please check it out. Go to SoundCloud, listen to it, download it, comment, all that good stuff. You know, I'm not gonna twist anyone's arm, but I would feel that if you like it, you're compelled to do that. You know, I would never say like, oh, just force yourself to go do that stuff. But if you feel it, you know, you hear a song that you dig. I mean, I do it myself. You know, I'm always out there listening for new stuff, because I love music. So to me, that's what it's all about. I get off on finding, you know, underground artists and rappers and singers and stuff that no one's ever heard. So bring that shit to my attention, people. But, you know, I love all you. It brings me so much pleasure to just even be able to do any of this shit. You know, it's what I love. So peace to y'all, and let's talk. You know, we'll be in touch.